All right, guys. Some of you might have been waiting a whole week for this. Or maybe none of you have. I don't know. But what we got here is a SK Professional Tools 56-piece 3/8 drive socket set, both SAE and metric. Now this is the cheaper economy line made in China set. I want to get that out right out front. Why did I buy this? Well, if you guys have been a fan of the channel, you've been watching for a while, you'll probably realize that I had a video a couple weeks ago where I got a shed that I have at my house where I'm going to be doing some small repairs and maintenance work. And I wanted something reliable with a good warranty that's very inclusive to add to the shed so I can work on tools. Now I've got screwdrivers and I've got wrenches and I've got pliers and all of that. But what I don't have in that shed right now is a socket set. I've got some 1/4-inch drive stuff, but I don't have any 3/8 drive stuff. So I went on Amazon. It's one of the places where you can get this, and I bought the SK 3/8 drive set. So let's take a look inside. We'll remove this piece of foam, and basically what you got here is you get a single ratchet, you get a 3-inch and a 6-inch extension, you get the universal joint, you get SAE and metric sockets, and everything comes in this nice foam tray. And I gotta say, everything is actually a pretty good firm fit, and I definitely like things to start out more firm than you need them because they're definitely going to wear down over time. SAE stuff for the shallow, we've got 1-inch down to 1/4-inch with all of the popular sizes, and for deep we have the 1/4-inch up to 7/8. You don't get as big as the 1-inch, but they are the deep sockets. For metric, we have 6mm up to 19mm with no skips. That's very important to me. And same thing for the deep sockets, the 6 through the 19. Now, what is the quality of these tools? Well, remember, they're not made in USA traditionally like SK tools are. And these are not the USA ones that you might find on their website. But what you are getting is a bulk amount of tools for a reasonable price. This, I believe I paid $179.99, and that's definitely more than you're going to pay if you go and buy Craftsman or Husky. I don't know how it compares to the Icon tools at Harbor Freight, but those are more of a higher end thing. Maybe it's around the same, maybe it's more. You guys can let me know in the comments because I don't really keep up with their prices. But we didn't get any skips, and we got the nice insert. I plan to eventually get the rolling tool cart that we have in the garage here. I'm going to get another one and bring it back to my house. Or I might end up with a toolbox from a tool hole or something. I got my eyes peeled. I'm looking. I just want to find a nice good box, especially where I can put this in there. So I like the organizational aspect of it. And I've kind of just fallen in love with SK tools after doing so many tool holes. But I didn't want to spend $400 or $500 to get this in the USA made stuff. So I figured I'd give the Chinese economy line a shot. They don't sell this on their website. They're not as proud of it as they are of the USA Better stuff. So they push it more. I think you can get it from Walmart and Sears if you've ever been on their website, or if you still happen to have a Sears near you for the few that are left. And Amazon has them. So I gave it a shot. The sockets, what I do like is they are all actually engraved. That's very important to me. I don't like that laser etch on the top where there's actually, can just wear off like Sears did for a while. Or the paint. I mean, they have the black lines on the SAE stuff, and they have a green line on the metric stuff. They're labeled pretty easy to read. There's not much to it. They don't fill the whole thing up with writing. Maybe that helps make them cheaper. But they do feel pretty heavy duty. They don't feel like they're cheaping out on the metal. The ratchet itself is pretty nice. It's got a high tooth count. The switch is very secure and easy to use. It's labeled. Everything in here feels pretty tight and pretty good for China. So I'd say the quality is definitely somewhat decent for what you're paying. The extensions feel pretty solid. Even when you stack them, it still feels like you're going to be transferring most of your torque, and then you're not going to get too much wobble. A little bit of wobble is fine anyway. Sometimes that allows you to get a little bit of extra access.
Now, is that a locking ratchet?
No.
It is not.
It is not a walking ratchet. I don't actually prefer to use a locking ratchet if it's pretty stiff, like it's not falling off. We'll see how that holds up over time, but so far so good. I actually prefer just to be able to pull on and off, but I mean, depending on what you're doing, if you want to have a locking ratchet, you definitely can have one in your toolbox. A lot of mechanics have many ratchets for many different reasons. So,
and these are also all 6-point sockets.
They are all 6-point sockets. I did forget to mention that. I think it's pretty good. I think the price is a little steep because you're buying the SK name, but we'll see how it holds up. I'll definitely be making more videos as I expand in the shed, and I'll let you guys know over time, what I think. But the holder itself is nice. The foam insert, the organization aspect to it. I don't care much for this SK painted line on here. I think that's going to wear off. But at least it's slightly engraved up here. It's all right. It's nothing amazing, but it wasn't super expensive. I mean, if you had to buy all this in Snap-on, you're probably at $1,000 anyways. So, and if you wanted to buy the USA SK stuff, you're probably at $500. So for less than $200 delivered to my door, I think it's all right. I think it really is. It definitely feels like a more professional, well-made set rather than some cheap junk. So I'm pretty happy. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's not a Snap-on set, and it's definitely doesn't rival the quality of an American SK set, but for that price and the fact that you get the organizer and a comprehensive set with it, the ratchet actually does feel pretty good. I was surprised when Kurt opened this. I was kind of turned off by the Chinese SK deal. Then I held the ratchet, and it actually felt very sturdy. And then I kind of swayed my decision a little bit. So I'd say pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10,
I agree.
I don't think it's an amazing deal. If this went on sale for $99, I'd say go buy this. Go buy this now. But I wouldn't say that it's entirely a rip-off either. It's definitely secure, and well-made.
That's the
ratchet comes out, but that's not really locked in there. The rest of this is
don't do that with any other sets.
Yeah.
We'll see how time tells. Once you get some use on it, I want to see how that ratchet holds up. I think that's going to be a big thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just, I'm open to different brands. I really have fallen in love with the SK stuff. We've gotten a few pieces here and there, and maybe it's the green color, or I don't know. I like a lot of their tools, so figured I'd give it a shot. And I just didn't want to blow $500 on the USA stuff, which does come in a nice little green case. You have to buy one for the metric and one for the SAE. But then I would take all that out of the cases, and then I'd have to get organizers and put all this in the toolbox, and now I can just put this whole thing in there. So I guess I kind of pay for that price, that organization and the price too as well. Well, that concludes it for today's video, guys. Definitely hit that like button below if you like today's video. Subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. We've got content coming out every single week. And also check out NK Landscaping LLC because we got content coming out every week on there as well. That link is in the description of every single one of our videos. You can also find it if you go to our channel. At the bottom, it'll say check out NK Landscaping. And also, check out our eBay store. If you're looking for used tools, especially if you need a set filler, wrenches, sockets, pliers, anything where you might have lost a piece over the years, or you found something at a tag sale and it was missing something. Anything extra that we have that we buy that we don't necessarily need goes on our eBay store, and it's all very reasonably priced. We don't ask a ton of money for anything, and every single viewer on YouTube is definitely open to using our coupon code. It's NK YouTube. It's in the description. It'll get you 10% off your entire order on our eBay store. So check it out. It's a great way to support us, and it's a great way to find some tools. So thank you guys again for watching, and have a great day.